Welcome to the Business Behind the Scene podcast with Francesca Moi, where we talk all about real business problems, real solutions, and getting actual results in your business. Hello, and welcome to episode number 73 of this podcast. I just can't believe it, how consistent I've been on this podcast. I mean, I've really learned in the last few years discipline and consistency, and I can tell you the last few months have been really hard mentally for me. I think that I haven't dealt with the breakup last year. So going through a lot of emotional stuff on betrayal, and I keep attracting things that show me that I have to work on that. So it's been really difficult for me to be consistent, and I have to say I'm really proud of myself for being consistent, for keep showing up, for keep giving, even though there is moments that I don't feel like it. So today, for example, I am here on a Saturday morning recording this because I didn't do it on a Monday when it was in my calendar, because something else happened and it took priority, and I haven't been at the best of my ability mentally and emotionally, and I choose this time to allow it, to go through it, to feel it, because I refuse to be perfect. I refuse to have so much expectation on how I'm supposed to be. So it is what it is. It's not an easy time. It's quite lonely time, and I am sort of going through a midlife crisis, even though I'm not midlife yet. I'm sort of reevaluating what life is about, not having family here in Australia and being by myself. And I haven't created my own family here yet. And when I do feel that I have friends that are like family, something happened that we don't end up being that close anymore. So betrayal is how my brain perceives it. I know that that's not the truth. I know that that's not about me. I know that that's not anything that I should take it personal. But my brain loves to take things personal. My brain loves to crawl into victimhood, and I know the pattern, and I'm watching it, and I'm looking at it, and I'm studying it, and I have lots of cries, lots of tears, lots of ugly cry moments, and lots of moments that I wonder where I want to take this, where I want to take my business, where I want to take my life, where I want to take my relationships, where I want to take my everything. So I'm sort of reevaluating everything, and I allow it. I am not running away. I am in it, in the mix of it. And it's really scary for me to share that, because I know that a lot of people's perception of me is, it's Francesca Moi, and she's, successful at what she does, and she's okay, and even if she's single, she's happy and she's good. And I have been really happy, and I have been really fulfilled, and I have been really aligned, and things have also changed, and I have been not as happy and not as aligned, and I am not going to make that wrong. Even though there's everything in my bones that want to fix it, I'm going to understand that there's nothing to fix, and I'm going to let that happen. So I just want to remind anybody out there that's going through tough times that it's normal, that everybody goes through it, that getting successful business doesn't get any better. Doesn't mean that you're not going to go through tough times. Doesn't mean that you're not going to feel alone. Doesn't mean that you're not going to feel like a failure. Doesn't mean that you're not going to wish that it all stops. So I just wanted to, when I say all stops, like all these things happening, they're like, just give me a break for a minute, right? But I wouldn't change it for anything, because I know in hindsight, every single time I've been through something that I considered tough at the time, or something that was happening at me, I know that has been the blessing, that has been the best. And right now, in this very moment, I can't see that. Right now, in this very moment, it's quite dark, and my future self is telling me, you got this. Come on, one more step, one more day, one more obstacle, one more person leaving, one more, one more person feeling like betrayal, but it's not. It's not betrayal. What if it wasn't? What if you can learn to not take these things personal? What if you can learn that business got ups and downs and it's nothing to me? That means nothing about you. And even though I train and coach people into that, the truth is we all need that training. We all need a coach. We all need a support network. We all need someone to lean on. And I'm very lucky. I've got lots of people around me, and I'm not alone, even though my brain likes to think that we are. So I am reevaluating a lot of things in my life, and one of them got me to apply for foster care, and I'm going to become a foster parent. I'm going to start with Ollie Boy is barking in the background. I think you can hear him. I'm going to become a foster parent, and he's really excited about it. As you can tell, he's barking. And I chose that because there is more that I want to do into my life. There is more. Sorry for Ollie barking. I know you guys can hear it. It's just another step towards the person that I want to be, towards the person that I want to show up as in the world. So that is happening. That is really exciting. But anyway, today's call was meant to be about something totally different, which is sort of similar to that anyway. And it's talking about why I'm so grateful to the people that say no to my program, or the people that I say no to join my program. But mostly I want to talk about to the people that don't join the program. That I at the time when they say no, I feel, no, why don't you let me help you? Don't do this to yourself. I can help you. And I get so excited, and I get so passionate, and I get so encouraging, and I'm like, come on, we can do this. Like, all of that happens in my heart. And then I realize that everybody has got a journey, that everybody, even if, and this is where my brain, and I know for sure that lots of my clients feel the same. My brain wants to think that I know best for them. I know what's best for them. I know when they are listening to the ego, or when they're listening to the higher self, and my ego is my voice is like, no, they're making a decision in fear. This is not the right thing for them, and I'm so passionate about it. But even though the decision is made in fear, even though the decision of not joining my program is made from a place of scarcity, I have to accept that that's part of the journey. And when that happens to you, it's about, first and foremost, to not take it personal, because it's not. They're not saying no to you. They're saying not to themselves. They don't trust themselves. They don't trust that they're going to do it. They don't trust they can be successful. They don't trust that they're going to be able to get results. They don't trust that there is a light at the end of the tunnel. There's just so much fear in the brain that they can't see the truth. They can't see the next step. So for us as coaches, we've got to understand that we can help them and support them and hold their hand to the edge, but we can't push them. We can't push them. We can't do it for them. We can't make the decision for them. So it's about keeping them accountable and empower them to be able to take the next step, to be able to do what they need to do for themselves, right? And even though the decision is made from a place of scarcity or fear or ego, and they probably want to waste a couple of years not getting the results that they could have got with you in 6 months, it's still perfect. It's still part of the journey. It's still what it's meant to be, because they might find a different coach that is not right for them, and they might learn it the hard way, or they might find someone else that is the right person for them, and is going to be super okay for them. But regardless, the truth is they're going to be okay, and you're going to be okay. And just allowing that, and just understand that you are gonna get rejected, and they're not rejecting you, they're rejecting themselves, they're rejecting the success, they're rejecting their results, not you. And so when we learn to dissociate us from the business, and they say no to the services, they're not saying no to us personally, then it's a matter of be able to move forward, right? Be able to accept and be able to still be happy for them, not in a any other ways. So I teach to my clients a lot in the Mafia Academy how they need to learn how to be in front of enough of the wrong people to be able to be seen for enough of the right people. So the right people might be like, I've got in front of me photos of some of my events, and there's many. Oh my goodness, Ollie Boy is having a go at something out there. I'm not sure what's happening. I'm sorry about the sound in the background. There is a photo in front of me in my wall of different events that I've done around the Australia before COVID, and I look at those rooms and I look at some people that said no, and those people were probably the right people, but were the wrong people at that time, right? And so I just wanted to remind, okay, I'm going to go and check what's happening with Ollie. I'm going to pause this. I'm going to be back in a second. So sorry about that. I know that you guys are listening to this and going, no, we didn't hear anything in the background, but I had to go and check on Ollie Boy. So nothing was happening, by the way. It's just barking at nothing. So I just wanted to remind you guys, the more wrong people we have in the room, the more of the right people we have. So we don't want to let our brain stop us from putting ourselves out there because some people say no. It's normal that people will say no. It's part of the journey. It's part of the business. But if you put yourself in front of enough people, then you're going to get the right people to find you, to want more, to get more of you. So the question is, when someone says no to you, are you going to choose to listen to faith? Are you going to choose faith, or are you going to choose fear? Are you going to go into scarcity, or are you going to go into abundance? Are you going to stay present and stay where is best for you and for the business? And what does the business need? And sometimes we have to have faith that that person is exactly what they're meant to be. And if they said yes to you, maybe it would have been more drama for both of you. Maybe it wouldn't be the right next step for both of you. So really reminding, it's perfect the way it is. There is a learning here. There is a learning for everybody. There is something deeper that going on. And if you just sit in trust rather than blame, if we just sit in the space of going, aha, it was meant to be. It's okay. It's fine. I'm going to be fine. They're going to be fine. We're all going to be fine. If we just have that faith, and trust me, in the last few months, I have also lost sight of faith. It's been a really interesting 18 months. And I say interesting because I don't want to say the word tough, because my brain wants to say tough, but I'm saying interesting because it's been so much growth and so much learning and so much development and so much pain and tears and cry. And in moments, if I'm honest with you, I have lost faith. For a moment, I have doubted that this was meant to be. I doubted that I was going the right direction. And doubt, it's also a good thing. Having a doubt will also bring you closer to your faith eventually when you get on the other edge, on the other side. So it's really, for me, really important how we understand what to do when we get a rejection, how we're going to deal with it, what is going to be that our brain wants to say or do or anything like that. So I just wanted to remember that the boundaries that we put in place now, they're not going to be the boundaries that we put in place later. A business is going to grow. As you grow, as the business grows, you're going to change. The business is going to change. And you're going to adjust your decision that you used to make years ago into who you are now. So I have changed lots of different rules in my business that I don't resonate with it anymore. And I'm not ashamed of it. Like I say, I used to like this and this and that, and now I don't. I used to think this and that, and now I don't. Right? So there's so many things that I learned And I am okay to change along the way as I grow as a leader, as I learn, as I go through ups and downs, as I have lessons, and I have mentors and coaches that help me and support me. So there's so much depth if we allow it. Business is a spiritual journey. I've heard this from Tony Robbins, and I'm like, yes, it totally is. And sometimes it's easy to give up. Sometimes it's easier to run. Sometimes it's easier to keep it small. Sometimes it's easier to downsize. Sometimes it's easier to, not go ahead. Sometimes it's easier to hide. Sometimes it's easier to stay invisible. Sometimes it's easier to look at other people and find excuses of why they're successful and we're not. And sometimes it's easier to stay in a model that doesn't work and keep banging the head against the wall and not having any success and wondering, but it used to work. I gotta keep doing it. It used to work. But if we don't adjust, if we don't grow, if we don't evolve, if we don't adapt with the times, if we don't use innovation in our business, we're not gonna be able to grow. And that's the same for our life, our personal relationships and everything else. So much has been happening. I have been wanting to crawl in bed with Ollie boy and just lie there and let baby boy cuddle me, but he doesn't like cuddles. So the other day I was saying, maybe I got the wrong dog, which is not. I know for sure that he's the perfect dog for me. I love him to bits. But I was saying, why have I got a dog that doesn't cuddle? I am single. I need a cuddly dog. So cute. So sometimes I also feel like, just give me a breather. Just not one more thing. I can't take one more thing. But you know what? We can. I can. You can. There is so much more that we can give. The universe will not give us anything that we can't afford, even in our brain, even with our strength. Every time I reach out with someone with a problem, they usually say, but Francesca, you're so strong. And I just wanted to say to all of you guys that you're listening, if you're a coach, I know that you've been told before that you're very strong. I hear you. You're strong, and you're also allowed to feel not strong. You're strong, and you're also allowed to feel like you can't anymore be strong for everybody else. I know it. I feel you. I hear you. But the truth is, we know we are. We know we are strong, and we know we can do way more. This is just surface. There's so much more that we can handle. And so just take a deep breath, hug your dog, hug your kids, whoever you got to hug, feel the love and connect with so much love. There's so much love out there. There's so many people that are ready to help one another. They're ready to love. They're ready to be there for each other. So lean in, ask for help others. Do what you wanted to receive. I remember when I was little, I used to go to church, and that was the biggest thing that always stuck into my mind. Treat others like you want to be treated. It's always been something that I've always thought. I can't tell you for sure that I've followed it. I think that sometimes with stress and with things, I've also lost that, my own rules and my own values, and I acknowledge it and I get it, and I'm here to change it. I'm here to make mistakes and to allow myself to make mistakes and to learn from them and to become a better version of myself. Doing this podcast for me is like journaling. It's like healing. It helps me. I hope that it helps you. And it's just part of being in business. You got ups, you got downs, and I've been down for a bit. And but when I say that, as soon as I start talking, as soon as I start speaking, because a lot of people tell me, but Francesca, we don't see that on your social media. We don't see that when you're live on a workshop. Yeah, because I love it. Because it brings the best out of me when I'm on stage, when I'm speaking, when I'm on a podcast, when I'm interviewed. I love it. And so the best part of me comes out, and the light comes out, and all the darkness goes, and all the fears and the doubts and the wanting to crawl in bed is gone. I'm on fire. And then when things happen again, then I'll go back into, oh shit, this is getting too hard, right? So, I mean, it's not that I'm faking it when I'm online. It's not when I'm faking when I'm recording a podcast and I'm like, come on, get stuff done, right? It's part of all of this is me. I am strong and I am independent and I am successful and I am very good at what I do in business, and I am, they say I'm a very good speaker. All of that is true, but I'm also human, and I'm also afraid at times, and I'm also scared, and I'm also lonely, and I'm also sad, and I'm also melancholic, and I'm also missing my family in Italy, and I'm also nostalgic, and right, I've got all of that as well. So life is 50-50. I also feel the 50 negative. I'm not always in the 50 positive. So I don't make it wrong. I choose to stop making it wrong. I used to have so much high expectation for me on who I had to be, and I'm done. No more. All right, guys, I wanted to give a shout out to one of my clients, Alicia. She sent a message saying, thanks FM for your advice yesterday. I've bundled into my 8-week course, and it's been incredible. Already 3 people signed up from the offering. I had no more capacity to do one-on-ones, and thanks to your help. FM is so clever, and the timing was perfect for her coaching into our senior Mafian call on Mondays. So as part of what I love, and that's what gets me alive, Monday and Fridays I talk to my clients, and it's just, I love it. The other day I was like, what can I do? If I can do more, I will do more. I love it. So thank you for listening. If you haven't joined my workshop, Secret for Coaches, let's go. Get yourself a ticket. Well, get yourself in. It's free, and it's a Facebook group. We've got 9,900 people now. It's incredible. So I'm excited to grow this group for over 10,000 people and see what other magic we can do. So check it out. I'll see you in there. All right, guys, have a great week. You can do this. We can do this. I can do this. Let's go. Hey, if you enjoy listening to this podcast, then you have to come to check out our Facebook group, Workshop Secrets for Coaches. It's a community of over 9,500 coaches that are ready to boom their business by running workshops. They are stuck in one-on-one coaching, and they're ready to start to go one-to-many. So if you are one of those coaches, then you have to join us. I look forward to see you there. And hey, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and leave me a review to win a ticket to one of my workshops. I look forward to see you there.